Good morning. How you doing? I look out my window and I see blue sky. Hopefully we have a good day today. Hey, this morning we've got an unusual gospel lesson, and it's about the question of what's more important, following ritual and tradition, or being free to do the right thing as you understand it. You know, pretty important topics. The first topic that came up was washing hands. Now, especially during COVID, we know that washing hands is a very good thing. In Jesus's day, and long before, this hand washing, it has to do with cleanliness for sure, but it had become a ritual. The main point kind of became not rigorous, thorough cleaning of the hands, but that you wash them 3 times as part of a ritual. And then that was done long enough that it became a part of the people's identity. This was how they who are we? Well, for one thing, we are people who wash our hands 3 times before we eat. This was just part of the deal. And ritual and tradition are very powerful, because if it's part of your identity, at your own peril, you break those traditions or rituals. And they're so ingrained that we maybe don't even realize the hold that they have on us. Now, in Jesus's case, he'd been under suspicion, even attacked, because he didn't make his disciples wash their hands. They were traveling with Jesus, and they already felt that much freedom. They're not washing their hands 3 times. And of course, there were people around who wanted to point that out and use it as an attack point against Jesus and his disciples. And then Jesus is saying, hey, not washing your hands, although it's a good thing, but not washing your hands does not make you an outsider, does not make you a bad person. What makes you a bad person before others is what comes out of your mouth, the harm you do others. So Jesus is bringing it back to relationships. He's always doing that, isn't he? Relationship with God or relationship with others. Be available for others. Don't be, picking needlessly on your neighbor. Instead, seek to understand and start from a position of friendship and love, rather than looking to see who's breaking the tradition or the ritual. Yeah. So a good lesson. The second one, a good lesson, a powerful message, but wow, it comes in a pretty harsh package. Now, how do we understand this interaction between Jesus and the foreign lady, someone who was not a Galilean, someone who lived in territory that was pagan. So, part of the tradition, the ritual was to maintain distance to folks outside the group. That'd be you and me. Those of us who weren't born Jewish. Yeah. So this lady comes up and begs Jesus for help for her daughter. And there are going to be 3 harsh responses. Number 1, Jesus didn't answer her. Then number 2, he says out loud, so that she can also hear it, I was only sent to the people of the house of Israel. That's my mission, is to the Jews, and that's who I'm here to serve. Ouch! And then to top it all off, he says, it is not fair to take the children's food and throw it to the dogs. Jesus said that? I mean, this has been a hard one to understand through the centuries. Why so harsh? Now, my way of understanding this, and not just me, is that there's a little element of comedy routine going on that if you don't catch it, it's like, But we have our comedy teams, Abbott and Costello, the Smothers Brothers, Dan Aykroyd and Belushi, or in our in our own churches, we have Langer and Knudsen, and we have Dale Anderson and Knudsen in Bethlehem. Now, we love each other, we appreciate each other, but we love humor and sarcasm sometimes. And, Dale knows what he can say to get me going. And Lee Langer, yeah, I know how to get him going. All I have to do is say something about Bill Belichick, the coach of the New England Patriots, or all I have to do is question the Green Bay Packers, or, and he's off. And in both Lee and Dale's case, I just love it during worship, during preaching, when we can have a little back and forth. Yeah, it's great. So I think that Jesus looked at this woman and saw gumption, saw faith. And in order to show the folks around him, his own disciples included, that people were more important than ritual and tradition. People and their hurt, their need was more important. He was going to show this lady kindness and help her out. And in fact, he did. He healed the woman's daughter. Well, so then that leaves you and I with a question. Who do we ritually or traditionally hold? Well, it could be anything, hard feelings, suspicion, doubt about them. Who are those people? What groups are we talking about? And how much of these things that keep us apart from others, how much are they real and how much are they just recycling prejudice or whatever. So, yeah, we got our work cut out for us. We do. Because we're the ones carrying the ball for the Jesus movement now. So we got to be bold and courageous, right? Got to have faith like the lady. All right. Hey, I want to lift up in prayer our sister, Melody Perrin, who she just called me this morning a little bit ago. And she and I talked. So that's why I'm a little late posting this. Her brother died last night of COVID. He had not been in the hospital until the last minute. His wife has COVID. Their son has COVID. Melody's going to get on an airplane this evening about 5:30 to go be with her mother and just sit with her mother in this pain. It was the eldest son who passed. So friends, from 5:30 to 8 tonight, can we just sometime during that time pray for Melody? Pray for her sister-in-law, her nephew, and for all who are struggling with this terrible disease. God bless. God bless. Let us be one in prayer and wash our hands. Peace. Oh, I'm going to have the children's sermon later today at posted before 5 o'clock, okay? Regular time for children's messages. All right. Bye-bye.